Hello everyone, this is Shivam Dwivedi and here we are, the IMS gets it law. कल की सबसे बड़ी news that we get was the death of Queen Elizabeth II. She was the longest reigning monarch of British history. Right, and it was one of the shocking news for everyone. Undoubtedly, the doctors, the medical professionals under the surveillance of Buckingham Palace were actually concerned about the health of Queen Elizabeth II. Right, finally, she like in last day when the news came, everything started changing around the British government. Apart from this, in the social media, right? So now today we are going to discuss about the life of Queen Elizabeth II, and apart from this we are going to discuss about what is now going to happen, who will be the new monarch or who will be the head of a royal family, royal British royal family. Yes, the thing is ki, in one of the phase of her life, she actually decided to attain the new order, and from the daily life of monarch to British royal family. So that's what I am saying about it. So let's start what we are having without any delay. So the longest reigning monarch died according to the British Standard Time at 6:30, according to Buckingham Palace, in the Scottish state of Balmoral. Right now, officially, when the Buckingham Palace actually announced about the peaceful death of Queen Elizabeth, then officially, right, Prince Charles is now going to become the King Charles. And on Saturday, that is going to be tomorrow, as we are recording, he is going to take a formal ceremony in front of the Accession Council. Right now, his wife Camilla will be pronounced as the Queen Consort. They will be in London from the Balmoral Castle on the Friday. Right. So now, as the monarch is dead, the new monarch or the new king is going to take her place. So let's get into the life of Elizabeth II first, and then we will see what is going to happen in the new order. Now, the full name of Queen Elizabeth II was Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor, who was born in 1926, April of 2. Right, and she was born in London. Now, she was extremely close with her father and grandfather, according to the website of BBC History and BBC World, right? And she never attended like a formal school, but she was a very adept in the language, English language, and also has a detailed study of constitutional history. So, as she was never went to school, there was a kind of a scout girls guide in the Buckingham Palace, so that she can have a socialized company as well as a child. Okay, moving on. In 1939, when she was 13-year old, it was like a first time when she accompanied King and Queen to the Royal Navy College in Dartmouth. Right now, she and her sister was escorted by one of the cadet, third cousin, Prince Philip of Greece. Now, this is an important name because in coming time she is going to get married with the Prince Philip. Right now, Prince Philip actually joined the Royal Navy, and during 1944, when she was 18, they fell in love with each other, and it is said that she used to keep his picture in her room, and they exchanged letter. Right, at the young age, when she was like 18, 19, the princess decided to join the Auxiliary Territorial Services, that is ATS, during the ending of World War. So this is like one of the services in which they actually service the vehicle, the lorry, driver learning and all other thing during the war era, Second World War era. Right, it was like a bit more kind of generous services because people don't wanted this to be happen to a princess. Apart from this, during the World War time, they also wanted princesses to shift it to Canada where the war was not going, but they decided not to go over there. At the on the 1947 November of 20th, they finally get married, the Prince Philip and the Princess Elizabeth. Yeah, right, and later on, the Duke of Edinburgh, Philip had become the Duke of Edinburgh, and she was the Princess Elizabeth too. Now, he was undoubtedly was a naval service officer. Later on, he was posted to Malta, where the couple started enjoying their normal life. Moving on, in January 1952, Princess Elizabeth was in Kenya when they get to know about the news of the death of her father And as the news received, or as the death was announced from the Buckingham Palace officially, she was already being proclaimed as the Queen of the British Empire or United Kingdom. Right. So, in the 1952, when this happened, she was proclaimed, she was accepted as a queen officially, but her coronation was actually happened in 1953 June. Correct. So there are might be chances that officially Prince King Charles will be like announced as the king, but chances are there the coronation will take some time. Now, it was the first time when the coronation was actually broadcasted in television, right, instead of opposition of that time Prime Minister Winston Churchill. But she decided to make her oath in front of television, in front of millions of people. And it is said like 2 crore people actually watched that particular broadcast during that time. It was one of the earliest. Now, she was the monarch, or she was the head of royal family who visited all the 56 countries of Commonwealth group, right? And she becomes the first one to visit Australia and New Zealand. It is like three-quarters of Australians turned out to see her in person. So she was one of the generous one, as the British history is saying, right? And undoubtedly, she traveled to all the Commonwealth nations, right? Moving on. Now, it was like easygoing thing until the 1950-55 was going around. The thing is, ki after the World War II, the British effect around the world, the British political dominance around the world started having a bit a problem, right? One of the incident was the Suez Canal, right, where they sent troops to seize it, but ultimately they have to get it back. It was one of the major political crisis or major questionable aspect that the Queen has seen at that time. Apart from this, the political crisis under the Conservative Party and some other particular incident happened. For example, the Conservative Party was not having any mechanism for electing a new leader. Right. So she decided that Harold Macmillan will form a new government as well. Apart from this, when this political crisis and political issues were going around, she actually encouraged by her husband, right, and decided to take a new order, as we discussed at the very beginning of the video, right. And again, just because of this kind of attitude and this kind of positivity, she decided to let people know about the personal life of Buckingham Palace and other royal family, right? And actually, the BBC was permitted to documented their personal life as well. In 1977, she actually celebrated this silver jubilee of her reign, right? And in the 1991, when this was the end of Gulf War, right, United States of America became the first, like she became the first British monarch to address the joint session of Congress of United States of America. Right. At that time, she actually addressed the America as the freedom's friend for long as we can remember. Right. Apart from this, from 1992, 93, 94 up to like coming 5, 7 years was like one of the negative aspect or negative time or negative era of her life when she lost her daughter, Princess Diana in Wales, Princess of Wales, Princess Diana in a car accident in Paris. And apart from this, some other countries decided not to be part of it, right? Part of the Commonwealth group. So it was one of the negative time. Now, in like golden jubilee year in 2002, right, she lost the queen mother and Princess Margaret, the sister of her sister. That was also not a very good time for her. It was silver jubilee year, and the celebration was supposed to happen very fast, but because of these death, the celebration was not very much into the picture at that year. Apart from this, she faced one of the major issue, one of the major concern when 2014 Scottish independence referendum happened. Yes, so in 1977, when she had Silver Jubilee, she had made clear the speech in her speech about the United Kingdom. But Scottish referendum actually somehow questioned her commitment and the British government commitment. On the 9th of September 2015, she actually become the longest reigning monarch in the British history by suppressing the realm of her great grandmother Queen Victoria, right? And again, the way she actually accepted the new order, the way she actually had this kind of strategy and positivity, she actually said, not one to which I have ever aspired, right? So that is what something that she was actually. Now after that, undoubtedly COVID was one of the negative time for her again. The health issue, the deaths in the family, and some other thing that she has faced. Now finally her run ended last day, right, as we are recording today, as on the Friday, right? Tomorrow there will be official acceptance of Prince Charles as a King Charles. Now, line of succession, when we are talking about line of succession, she actually have like 4 children, 8 grandchildren, 12 great grandchildren, right? Out of which the King Charles III will be now become the king, right? He was the prince earlier. Now he will be the king. Now, other than that, he also had certain like personal life issues like separation and all other things. But ultimately, we are not going to talk about it. What exactly is going to happen? What is exactly going to happen? He will called as the King Charles. Yes, this is one of the ceremonial process in which the king has supposed to take certain names, like for example Charles, Philip, Arthur, or George. So he will be Charles III. As we know, the formal ceremony may take place in the Buckingham Palace on Saturday, but the final coronation may take time. Again, I'm repeating that thing. Yeah, right. Apart from this, he is going to be the head of Commonwealth. Right. Commonwealth Association is having 56 countries, and it is going to having population of 2.4 billion, and it is going to be the head of state of 14 different countries. Right. For example, Austria, Antigua, Bermuda, right, Barbadoa, and some other one. So he is now going to pronunciate as the King Charles III, and he is going to be the head of Commonwealth, and which is a group of close to 2.4 billion people. Right. So this was the life of Queen Elizabeth that we had seen. Now we had where we are aware about her death and the proclamation of a new king, that is King Charles. Up to now, as we are recording, what is exactly happening? Buckingham Palace has officially uh, announced the death of the monarch, and apart from this, the Prime Minister Liz Truss has also uh, confirmed about it. Now पार्लियामेंट्री गैदरिंग होगी, पार्लियामेंट्री गैदरिंग के बाद जो ट्रिब्यूट पे करने का तरीका होगा, जो ट्रिब्यूट पे करने का टाइम होगा, वो भी दिया जाएगा सभी को. They will have gun salute by the 1 p.m. today, right? Apart from this, you can see the tribute from the world leaders like Modi ji हैं, Putin साहब हैं, Joe Biden है from the France, from China, from different way, different like तरीके से उन्होंने अपनी तरफ से wishes दिए हैं. And you can see several people gathering around Buckingham Palace to mourn on the death of their monarch. Apart from this, the bus services, the train, the different daily services which are there in United Kingdom, they have started showing their respect toward the Queen. Right? So this is it from my side for today, and we will meet again for the next topic. Till then, I wish you and all your loved one a good health, good mental health. Make sure to stay motivated and stay positive for your study. See ya. Good day.